Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to read the second story, the second chapter of our supplementary book. And the very interesting story we have, and the name of the story is Children at Work. It's a long story, so we will be reading it in parts. It's been given in 3 parts. So today let's read the first part of the story. In this story, we have a boy named Velu. Okay. Before we read, few points given. There are many reasons why children have to work. It is about children at work. So why children work? There are many reasons. Some help their family make a livelihood, to earn some money, to help them to earn the money. Other children who work, those are who run away from unhappy homes. They need to support themselves. Children who have to work cannot go to school and play like other children of their age. Now here we have a story of one such a boy named Velu. Velu is an 11-year-old boy. He runs away from home. He is not happy at his home, so he runs away. He wanders around for hours before getting on a train to Chennai without a ticket. Tired and hungry, he doesn't know where to go, when a stranger at the station shouts a word of welcome. These few points we are going to read in the first part. So here we start. When the Kanyakumari Express pulled in at Chennai Central, it took Velu some time to get off. Kanyakumari Express arrived and stopped at Chennai Central Railway Station. Velu was on the train. It took Velu some time to get off, to come out of the train. It took some time. When he finally stood on the platform, his legs felt wobbly, shaky, unsteady. Legs were shaking, as if he was still on a moving train like that. As if he was still on a moving train like that, his legs were shaking. Even now he was on the platform. Oh, out of the way! A porter went by with a loaded trolley. On the station you might have seen many porters, people who carry luggage, or coolies. So some of them shouted, who was carrying a heavy trolley, "Hey, get out of the way!" Velu jumped aside. He sat on a bench on the platform. Putting his small bundle down, he was carrying a small bundle. So putting it down, he sat on the bench. In all his 11 years, he had never seen so many people, except once a year at the fair in his village. Today, the crowd he was seeing on the platform, he had never seen such a crowd, except once in a fair in his village. People walked by, bumping into him with their suitcases. So many people, so much movement. A voice announced something on a loudspeaker, railway station. Near him, a group of people sat on their luggage, looking at a TV hanging from the roof. The noise was terrible. So it was a crowded. Chennai Central is a big station. So you can imagine how crowded it would be, how noisy place it would be. And Velu is a small boy coming from a small village. He has never seen such atmosphere, noisy place. Velu put his head down on his knees, feeling miserable and exhausted, feeling very tired, exhausted. He had run away from his village 2 days ago. 2 days ago he ran away from his village. For 2 days he had eaten nothing but some peanuts and a piece of jaggery. Only some jaggery and some peanuts. For 2 days he had eaten. In his bundle he carried a shirt, a towel and a comb. The bundle he was carrying, he had a towel, a comb, and a shirt only. His head, okay, so he had walked for most of the first day to Kannur and then got on to the train to Chennai. 2 days ago, when he ran away from his home, for the first day, most of that day he walked to Kannur. Then he got onto the train to Chennai. Kannur was the nearest railway station from where he caught the train coming to Chennai. Velu had no money for a ticket, but luckily the ticket collector didn't come to unreserved compartment. He was traveling without ticket because he had no money to buy a ticket. So he just jumped into the non-reserved compartment, and it was lucky for him that no ticket collector came there. So he was lucky he traveled without a ticket. He had tried to sleep on the floor near the door. A group of men next to him had played cards and shouted all night. He could not sleep. Hey, what? New to town, eh? Called out a rough voice. Now coming back, he was standing on the platform. So suddenly he heard a voice. Somebody called him. Hey, what? New to town, huh? Velu opened his eyes. He was very exhausted, tired. He was thinking what to do. So suddenly hearing this voice, he opened his eyes. There was a lot of people standing around, but nobody was looking at him. So he looked. Who called? Here, hey! Again the sound came. He turned around. Behind him was a girl around his own age. So he saw who was calling. There was a girl around his own age, wearing a long banyan that came down to her knees. You can see in the picture, banyan means the undershirt. So wearing that, a long one coming to the knees. Her hair was stiff and brownish. Stiff means rough and brownish, and she had a huge sack on her shoulders, carrying a sack, kind of bag on her shoulder. She was picking up dirty plastic cups from the floor. The girl was picking dirty plastic cups and bottles, kind of things from the floor, and stuffing them into her sack, putting them into that bag she was carrying. Why is she calling me? Thought Velu. That girl, why is she calling me? And why is a girl wearing a banyan? That was again surprising for him. He might have never seen a girl wearing banyan in the village. No need to stare stupidly. What's your name? The girl asked. Don't stare at me. Don't look like that. What is your name? Velu, muttered Velu, said Velu, looking away, not looking at that side. Told the name. So, Mr. Velu, said the girl, looking at his bundle. Run away from home. The girl understood. The girl realized. So she said, run away from home. Velu didn't answer. He didn't want to tell some strange girl what he had done. The girl was completely stranger to him, and to a strange girl, he did not want to tell what he had done. He had run away because he couldn't stand his father beating him for one more day. It was sad for him why he had run away. The reason was his father beats him, and now he could not stand it anymore. He could not bear it anymore. Father beating him every day. His father would snatch all the money Velu and his sister earned and spend it on drink. Velu and his sister both worked at home, earned a little money, but father, who was into habit of drinking, he would took away all the money from them and spent all that on drinking. That was the reason Valu had run away. Don't think I don't know. This place is full of children like you. So, what are you going to do here? Become rich? The girl again said, yeah, I know there are so many people, there are so many children like you. Don't think I don't know. So, what are you going to do here? Why have you come here? You are going to become rich. You have come here with a dream to become rich. The girl was just making fun of him, ridiculing him. She sat down next to him, talking to him. She came there and sat down beside Valu. Valu shifted away slightly. He felt hunger pinching him and pressed his stomach with a grimace. For 2 days he had not eaten, so he was feeling a lot of hunger, and because of hunger the expression of pain could be seen on his face. Grimace, painful expressions on his face, pressing his stomach. Hungry? Asked the girl. The girl understood he is hungry, so she said, hungry? You won't get food by sitting here glumly, making faces. I can find some if you want. Just by sitting here and making faces, looking so sad, it is not going to give you any food. I can arrange some, I can find some if you want, the girl said. She picked up her sack and started to walk away. And just after saying that, she did not wait. She stood up, picked her bag, and walked away. Valu stayed on the bench. Valu did not stand. What should he do? Should he follow the girl? He was thinking. What should he do now? Should he follow the girl? Where was she going to take him? She was disappearing into the crowd, so he had to make up his mind quickly, to decide quickly what to do now. Should she go after her? Because now she was going away and soon she will be disappeared among the crowd. So quickly he has to take some decision. All right, he decided. Anyway, I have no idea where to go. He jumped up and ran after her. When he realized he doesn't have any other option, what to do in a new place, in a strange place like this, what to do, where to go, he doesn't know anything, no idea at all. So he decided to follow the girl. So he jumped up and ran after her. She wasn't even looking back to see where he was. The girl was continuously walking away, did not even care to look back at him, what he was doing. Is he coming or not? She just went away. Okay, that is part 1 completes. So next part we will read in the next session. Until then, there are some few questions you can try to answer. Okay, so we will be continuing it in the next session. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.